She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa.
Hey loves, if you're new to my channel, then welcome. If not, then welcome back. So today I want to just kind of have a little tea time. I got my tea. Y'all got y'all tea? Personally, I feel like my coffee mug here is perfect for the topic that we will be having today. I actually made this using nail polish. I think I did do a video on this, so I will leave that in the description box if you want to check it out and make your own DIY nail polish marbled coffee mug. But as you guys can see, mine says self-love is the best love, honey. And it has a little heart here. Y'all see where I was trying to go with this, right? Y'all see it? No? Okay. Before we get started, make sure that y'all subscribe to your girl down below and hit the bell so you can be notified when your girl drops another video. So today I want to talk about a topic that is very important to me. It's very relevant in my life. As most of you know, I am in graduate school pursuing my doctorate in school psychology. So this topic really just resonates with me, and it's something that I just kind of wanted to talk about with you all, share my feelings, my viewpoints, and without further ado, that is the topic of natural hair in the professional setting. If you are natural, or you know someone who is natural, or whatever the case may be, I'm sure you are aware of the discrimination that we face as naturals in the professional setting. Like, they literally fire us or categorize us as being unprofessional just for wearing our natural hair. Like, dude, this is my hair. Like, this isn't my hair, of course, but even with braids, like, this is my natural hair. Like, this is how my hair grows out of my head. And personally, I feel like, why should I have to damage my hair by straightening it or relaxing it or constantly, you know, causing breakage by doing ponytails or buns or whatever just to make you feel more comfortable? Like, do you think it's comfortable for me to have to tone down who I am to make you more comfortable, or to not get stares and questions about my hair all the time? And honestly, I love wearing my natural hair. Like, I don't like straightening my hair all the time. I straighten my hair maybe once a year. I don't get relaxers. I don't get texturizers or anything like that. And I have very thick, long hair. Why do I have to tone myself down or shrink myself or be somebody else just to fit your ideal, you know, stereotype or ideal look of beauty? Like, I'm beautiful how my hair is beautiful the way it grows out of my hair. I shouldn't have to go out of my way to straighten it or make it look flatter or more straight or more contained just to please you. Like, way to perpetuate racist stereotypes, y'all. I'm just saying. And before we go any further with this video, no, you cannot touch my hair. No, you cannot put your hands in it. You cannot, don't even think about it. Don't ask about it. Don't tell me my hair looks pretty today, because honey, my hair looks pretty every day. Don't ask how it's possible to get it straight or to get it curly or to switch up my style every week or what. Just don't. Just don't. Like, I feel like I shouldn't have to explain my step-by-step methods or explain why I don't want you putting your hands in my hair, or oh, that's cute. Oh, your hair is so pretty. Like, Girl, I don't know where your hands have been. First of all, let's start there. I don't know where your hands have been. Second of all, you don't just go up to people putting your hands in their hair. To my people who are fascinated by natural hair and all, like, that is all cool and dandy, but do not put your hands in somebody else's hair, especially without permission. Like, that's like a technical foul. But literally, you guys, like, working, luckily, I've been in a lot of places and spaces where I have not been judged by, I would say, my bosses or supervisors about my hair. However, as you know, I taught for a few years and now I am in graduate school. So a lot of these stares and questions and things that I would get would be from like parents or colleagues or things like that. And it literally got to the point where I would have to feel like cautious or selective of my hairstyles. Like, I like to do my hair, you know, I do a lot of protective styles, as you guys can see with my braids. I like to do a lot of protective styles so that my hair is moisturized, it can grow healthy. Like, that's just my personal thing. And with that, I'll leave a style in for like a week. So if I do a twist out or something, I might twist my hair up, leave the twist in for some days, take the twist down. I have a whole new style to twist out. Then I might do like a little twist, you know, twist out style with some twists on the side. Like, who knows? But it got to the point where it's like, I literally had to be cautious, like, okay, this might be a little too much for the workplace. Let me not go in here with Bantu knots. Let me not go in here with this big fro of mine. Like, let me tone it down a little bit just so that, you know, everybody around me can, you know, not feel some kind of way. And that's just not cool to me personally. Like, I'm literally on Pinterest, y'all. Like, scrolling on Pinterest, typing in like professional hairstyles for Black women. Like, what can I do to my hair? Because I have a lot of hair. It's a lot. I can't just put it in a ponytail quick and fast like that. I'm not going to just straighten it, you know, like, it's just a lot. And to add on having to be selective on what you do to your hair or plan around what styles you're gonna do just to make the people at your workplace more comfortable, honestly, I don't dig it. And then personally, for me, teaching, it honestly made me feel some kind of way because it's like, I'm supposed to be teaching kids, like, especially my Black and brown kids, my minority kids. Like, I'm supposed to be teaching them how to love themselves, have confidence in themselves. And here I am, doubting myself. You know, like, wearing my natural big afro was it was so hard for me to get to that point, y'all. Like, just going out, like, in my wash and go ain't the average wash and go. Like, a lot of these girls on here, you know, they have their wash and go and their curls are like springy and nice and like silky. My wash and go, no, like, you know, it starts out really well. Like, my curls might be pretty contained, but my hair is a little bit more on the kinky side. So I don't have like, I would say my hair is more 3B, 3C type. It's not as kinky as like type 4 hair, but it's also not as, you know, fine and silky as type 2 hair or those other type 3 hairs. Like, my hair is a little bit in between like kinky and curly. So yeah, needless to say, when I rock my fros, like that first day when it's wet and I put my gel on it, depending on what gel it is, like, my curls might be, you know, pretty flat. I won't say flat because my hair is never really flat unless it's straight, but they're just more like, I would say controlled, maybe, whatever. But maybe like the second day, definitely third day, you got, honey, we got shrinkage, we got volume, it's just, you know, it's the fro. And I love my fro now, but it took me a lot to get to that point because I was so afraid of how other people would perceive me or how they would look at me like wearing my fro. And literally I would say maybe my second year of teaching, I got a little more comfortable with myself. My first year of teaching, of course, it was harder because it's like, I'm new to this. Like, I got students looking at me. I got teacher colleagues looking at me. Like, let me be aware of how I'm presenting myself. But by my second year, I realized that my skills speak for themselves and my hair doesn't define how professional or hardworking or, you know, determined or dedicated or any of that I am. And I would say about my second year of teaching, you know, I really just embraced my natural hair. I would go to work in my afro. Sometimes the kids would question me like, Miss Bradley, like, did you do your hair today? And I'd be like, yeah, like I did. This is my hair in its natural state, you know, and teaching them about differences and different hair types and different, you know, there's different people. Not everyone is the same. So yeah, it's so hilarious because kids are so pure and, you know, they just ask questions like, you know, they want to know something, so they ask it. And I taught very young kids, like pre-K age, like 4 or 5 year olds, my second and third year. My first year, I was in a second grade classroom, so they were a bit older. But those younger kids, they are so curious. Like, they're like, well, your hair's different today. Is it like, what did you do? How did you get it shorter? How did you get it longer? How is it curly and straight? And like, how? Like, what's going on? I remember one time I had a student and I was doing a protective style by wearing a wig, and I braided my hair, oiled it, you know, all that jazz, put my wig on the top, and I went, started my day. And one of my students came and she's like, Miss Bradley, I think, is that a wig? Because your hair was black and now it's blonde, and it was shorter and now it's longer. Like, I think that's a wig. Is that a wig? Because my au pair wears a wig, and when she takes her wig off, it's braided. Like, she had it down, honey. She knew all the business, all the business. I couldn't even, like, and my wig was finessed. Like, it's just, okay, it was part looking good, baby hairs on 10, like, it was fire. And she called me out, and I just was like what can I say? But in all seriousness, I can say that I did work and teach in a neighborhood that was very prestigious, predominantly white or white passing, surgeons, NFL players, scientists, business owners, like top-notch people. And with that, there were a lot of white teachers, white kids, and there weren't as many, you know, students or teachers of color. So I felt personally that I had to represent. Like, I have to represent. I have these babies here who probably are doubting themselves. If I'm doubting myself as a 20-something-year-old, I know that they're doubting themselves. And I remember this one day we had, I had a student, and we were having picture day that day. And she was the sweetest, sassiest, most adorable little girl, like, ever. And she would come to school every day with her natural hair. You know, she would have her twist outs, her braid outs, her braids, her, like, she wrecked the natural set, okay, at an early age. And she gave me all of my life every day. And I remember we had a picture day one day. And so she came in and she just looked so sad. Like, immediately when she came in the classroom, she just, like, her head down, like pouting, eyes low, like she looked so sad. And, you know, I went up to her and I'm like, you know, what's wrong? Like, talk to me, are you okay? And she basically told me that she didn't feel pretty and she didn't feel like she looked pretty that day. And her hair was so beautiful. She had just taken her twist down. She had a really pretty big bow in her hair. She was gorgeous, but she did not feel confident in herself. And she saw, you know, her peers who are, you know, white, and they have their hair just slick and straight and it's flowy and it's bouncy, and she just did not feel pretty enough. And it literally crushed my heart. Like, I just wanted to cry. Because it's like, and I literally just had to like get on her level and be like, let me tell you something. Like, you are beautiful. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen that video on Facebook or something, and the little girl was like getting her hair done and she was like that she was ugly, and the mom or the woman that was doing her hair like was like, hold up, like, you are not ugly, like, you are beautiful.
Like
I'm
kids.
so ugly. What?
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. You are so pretty. You all shut up. Go in the room. When you look at yourself, you supposed to say, I'm so pretty. You are so pretty. Do you hear me? You got the prettiest little dimples. You are too cute. Oh. No, you gonna make me cry. You're not ugly. Baby girl. Oh my God. Ariana. You're not ugly. Baby girl. You are so pretty. You are like, you have this beautiful chocolate skin. Like, you are just so gorgeous. You got these dimples. Remember what I told you? How many people got 2 dimples? Nobody. You got 2. Let me see you smile. Let me see. You got 2 dimples. I don't even have 2 dimples. Girl, let me see your teeth. Look at them pretty white teeth. No, you're not going to cry. You are a beautiful little girl, and you are pretty. You are the prettiest girl in your class. Boom. Tell them straight up. When you go to school tomorrow, you got your hair done. You're going to be like, oh, look at my hair. Oh, look at my shoes. Look at my clothes, baby girl. You are beautiful. Black is beautiful. And if don't nobody ever tell you, I will tell you, you are gorgeous. You are so pretty. And you're going to grow up and you're going to be everything that you can be. You're going to be the greatest nail tech, the greatest beautician, the greatest lawyer, the greatest doctor, the greatest teacher, whatever you want to be, the greatest speaker, the greatest entrepreneur, whatever. What you want to be? What you want to be when you get older?
The teacher.
You want to be... your teacher mean to you? So guess what? When you become a teacher, you don't be mean. You be a nice teacher. You gonna be Miss Cotton. That's what they gonna call you.
And that's how I felt. Like, it just hurt me so bad to know that, like, she just did not feel pretty enough because she didn't meet the standards of beauty that are portrayed, you know, through her surroundings and media and all of that. And I just had to tell her, like, you are beautiful. Like, there's no one like you. No one. You are beautiful. You are smart. You are capable. And never, ever let anyone tell you or make you feel differently. And Like, literally, if I wasn't woke then, I was damn sure woke after having that conversation with that little girl, because it really just opened my eyes and made me just realize how important representation is. Like, for me as their teacher, as a teacher, you know, in the school building with other students of color, to see like, there is a woman here who is beautiful, who is the nicest woman I know, who is powerful, and she comes to school every day with her fro just like me. And it's like, I don't know. Personally, that was just really important for me, because even for me growing up, you know, I had a lot of hair. My hair has always been thick, full, long, and then my gap. So it's just been like, I always felt insecure about myself and how I looked. And I grew up in the Midwest, so I also went to school with peers who didn't necessarily look like me. I had friends that were Black, white, Asian, like all of it. Like, and it's like, you know, their hair is flowy. When we play outside, it's just blowing in the breeze, and my hair is like not going nowhere. Like, it's just stiff in the wind. Like, ain't no breeze, bitch. So it was hard for me to come into, you know, my natural hair. And it even got to the point where I started putting relaxers on my hair, because it was like, I want my hair to be straight. I don't want my hair to be big. I don't want my hair to be thick. Like, I want my hair to be straight. And I started relaxing my hair, and, you know, like, that caused breakage in itself. So for me, it's just so important to represent who I am and be proud of who I am, especially when there's young kids who are watching me and looking up to me and, you know, seeing what I do and how I handle situations. And even, you know, as a teacher, that was important for me. And now I'm going to pursue my doctorate. And, you know, in a few years, I'm going to be Dr. Bradley. And I'm going to be walking up in my, you know, buildings and in my office with my natural hair. Black, proud, unashamed, all of that. And I think it's so important, you know, as Black women, Black men in these different positions, to just be proud of who you are and, you know, express that to kids and talk with them about how they might be feeling also, because they're, you know, kids know so much at such young ages, and they start picking things up quick. And especially with our current political climate, everything that's going on in the world, I feel like this is a really trying time for people, like everyone. And I think it's just really important to just really embrace who you are and be proud of who you are and where you're from and all of that. And it's like, now you better not say nothing to me about my hair. Like, we'll have a problem because my hair is a part of who I am. It's a part of my, you know, heritage, where I come from. It's a part of me. And if you come to me about my hair, that's a problem for me. Because no, my hair is not messy. My hair is not nappy. My hair is not unkempt. It's not dirty. And it's not unprofessional. So you want to come to me and talk about my head wraps, but do you know that my ancestors had to wear headscarves and head rags to keep their head cool while working in these hot, harsh conditions, slaving in the sun? You want to tell me that my braids are too long and they're just not appropriate? But do you know that this is really healthy for my hair? Like, my hair underneath these braids is like screaming for joy, because they're moist. My strands are moisturized, they're oiled. I'm not putting any heat or damage on my hair. Like, this is one of the best things I can do for my hair. So don't come talking to me about my hair. Stop right there, okay? Don't say nothing to me about my hair, my braids, my scarves, my fro, my twist, nothing. Don't say nothing. And for my people out there who work with women or men who rock their natural hair proudly, don't say nothing to them either. I feel like as Black people, we are raised to love and be proud of every kink and curl that we have. But our problem is when society tries to make us feel differently. We see these images of beautiful women on Instagram, in the media, or whatever, and start thinking like, maybe I'm not that pretty after all. Maybe my kinks are a little too kinky and my curls are a little too curly. And we have to get out of that. And even, I'm gonna make y'all mad. I know I'm gonna make my men mad right here, but Black men, let me tell y'all something. Y'all have to stop putting down Black women, okay? It's not the mulattoes. It's not the, the foreigners. Like, love your Black women, okay? Because I'm pretty sure your mom is Black. Your sisters are Black. You need to raise Black women up. Because what do you think you saying, oh, I don't date Black women. I don't find Black women attractive. Black women too aggressive. Black women don't know how to do this. Like, what do you think that's portraying to them? What do you think that's telling your mom and your sister about how they're viewed? What do you think if you have Black daughters that's portraying to them? What message are they getting by you saying that? And you know what? I'm gonna take another sip of tea on that one. Let that marinate, okay? Because honestly, I am so tired of seeing that. Granted, you can have your whatever type you like, that's fine. But you don't have to bash Black women to tell what you like. And furthermore, Black women aren't aggressive. Black women aren't, too independent. But we're go-getters, period. We're going to come out here. We're going to go out in these streets. We're going to get what we got to get. We're going to get it done. And we're not going to let people walk over us. We spend so much time protecting the Black man, protecting, everybody. But who's protecting us? Who's coming to our defense? I cannot count how many times I've been called aggressive or coming on too strong for being passionate about something. Why does my passion have to equate to aggressiveness? That makes no sense to me. And we have to stop telling Black women that they're aggressive for being passionate about something or just simply speaking their mind. So with all of this, all I have to say is that we have to continue to advocate, to stand up, to spread awareness about, the discrimination faced by those who just simply are just being them. We have to let individuals who look like us know that it's okay to be who you are. It's okay to express who you are and where you come from. It's okay to embrace that and to love that. Represent that proudly. And with that, we have to work to ban work discrimination in our areas. And even, in our schools, in our areas, a lot of kids are getting suspended or, disciplined for their hair. They're being disciplined for their hair. Suspended. Taken away from their educational experience. Taken away from learning because of their hair. Like, how crazy is that? So what I have to say to all my brothers and sisters out there who, are struggling with embracing their natural hair or who do, embrace it, okay? Love it. Be proud of who you are and rebel against the white standard of beauty, okay? If there's one thing about us is that we as Black people, we can't, look, our standards are completely different, from hair type to body type to expectation. Like, we just on different wavelengths, okay? Like, so don't try to confine yourself to fit this one standard of beauty, okay? Because that's not the only definition or standard of beauty. And remember that when somebody has something to say about you or your natural hair or the way that you look or talk or act or whatever, you are not the problem. They are. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't step on too many toes, and if I did, then I'm sorry, but oh well. Before we go, subscribe to your girl down below. Comment what you thought about this video. Comment any advice you have to give to our brothers or sisters, or, you know, any people of color, anybody of any color who might be struggling with who they are, how they look, any of that. Leave some advice down below. Leave some positive words down below. And I will see y'all in my next video, beauties. Deuces.